Welcome back, beautiful Expresso family. You know you're on your Feel Good Breakfast show because, honey, we got things that make you feel good and we got someone that is always making the world feel good. I say that because, baby, she's not just South African, she's international. She is honestly a gift that keeps on giving. And this Thursday, the 12th of December, 2024, my lovely, at the Sunbet Arena in Pretoria, we are all going to be blown away by Camagu in Symphony. It is where we are going to be 100% seeing what it is that Msaki has culminated to be over the last couple of years, a decade to be exact, because after a very needed hiatus, the Queen is back and she is here to show absolutely everyone what she is made of. She says that this is what marks the end of an era. It is something that marks gratitude of the last 10 years, but more than anything else, it is all about the becoming of Msaki. And beautiful Expresso family, we're here to celebrate her and to let her know that we're going to be there, Sana, because we cannot wait to honestly just go on this beautiful journey, but more than anything else, to always let her know that she is indeed a national treasure. Everyone, please, can we welcome Msaki? Hello, my gorgeous.
Hello, Zana Lunjani. I'm good.
That's good.
I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Msaki, I am so excited for Camagu in Symphony, 10 years of gratitude. I think that this is something that is so apt and it speaks to exactly who you are, a show where you're just, bringing everyone together for gratitude. But obviously it always starts somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. And for you, it started with your song with Moby Dixon, Love Color Spin, right?
That's so interesting because that's kind of where the discovery, maybe on a more, because DJs and producers in South Africa are almost pop stars.
Yeah.
The consciousness of what I was doing started spreading towards spaces that I hadn't reached yet because I was already playing guitar, I was already doing these shows, but it was on a really small scale.
Yeah.
And I had a song, Imfama Ziyabona, on the radio, which is the first song. I dreamt that song.
Oh, wow.
So I'm also saying thank you for that journey, the inception of that in the beginning of my story in such a magical way.
I love that. I just got goosebumps twice as you were speaking because I feel like this is something that is such a special moment, but also, just thinking where you've come from. Because, when you made a song like that, did you think it would take you to where you are now?
That little song that I sent on email from the Eastern Cape to all the radio stations, personally looking at the compilers' email addresses and sending a little, MP3 with a small little bio, just the beginning of an independent artist's journey. I was just putting it out there in the ether. I was proud of this little EP that I'd made that I was selling out of my boots, in open mic sessions.
Yes.
Rocking up to people that are chilling on a Sunday, having a bride. Area and they all park and they open their boots. And I remember having a box of CDs, 50, saying, "Hi, try the CD. I'm coming back. By the time your meet is done, I want you to tell me how the CD was." I had so many cars playing that CD, and that's that was the guerrilla marketing to be like, guys, I've made something, I'm proud of it,
Yeah.
And so to be here 10 years later, having a career, having supported my family, having grown as a person, it's definitely something to be grateful for if I think of those humble beginnings, boot selling my CD.
Sana, and look at you now, Tal, working with the likes of Diplo and whatnot. And I think it's something you genuinely can be so proud of, Msaki.
Thank you.
Which is why we all sit here just being like, oh, our African princess, like the way that you've grown, it really is incredible. But speak to me about this. How has your sound changed from that moment, from when Msaki was saying, Ebhlanti, you need to be playing this, to now being on this global stage that you're on?
Lol, I called my sound indie Afro folk.
I love that. That is so many.
And it's still there, this multiple, at some point I was like, no, I make Afro symphonic gom. I was just like, because
I love you.
The exercise of having to find a category was so daunting. Because I was like, I don't fit in any. Oh my goodness, I fit in many. What am I calling myself? And actually, I was like, I don't need to call myself for anything. It's when you're just doing the sorting and the compiling, and the people need to categorize you. I understand why the industry needs to do it, so that they can know how to find and index you. But do I really need to know what I'm making to make it? I just need to react to sound and dissolve in something that moves me, and whatever chords move me in the direction of wanting to write and pour out from the inside. It doesn't matter if it's house, it doesn't matter if it's a mapiano, it doesn't matter if it's a folk song. And for me, every single song I've ever made, I can play it on guitar. I can play it, in its bare, naked form, and that's why the song itself needs to have a life that precedes whatever production is on it. And the song itself has a soul. That's my belief. Whether or not I catch it
Yes.
and make it what it's supposed to be, whether I redress it and put it in an orchestra form,
Yeah.
whether ndinxibisa a cape or ndinxibisa a miniskirt. The song has got a
Yes.
soul.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to us how we dress it, and that's the collaboration with the soul of the song.
Yeah.
It's not really mine. I caught it.
Msaki, you're one with the words, because the way that you just explained that, I've never heard anyone explain music like that. But I 100% understood it, and I think that that speaks to even just your music, because of how authentic you are. You're able to reach people in a completely different way to the way that other people are able to, and this is why I think that your music has taken you to global stages. And of course, I know that, you know, there's the Msaki that has gone through all of these different eras, and from award-winning to, you know, being one of the biggest...
Where are these awards, guys?
Asana.
That you speak of. But carry on.
I'm like, we've seen them. Please, please. But from award-winning to working with the likes of Diplo, you've had huge moments. But speak to us about, you know, one of the biggest moments that for you stuck out and really made you feel like, you know what, that walking around, giving out my CD, it was really worth it.
That was really fun.
Yes.
I don't know. Let me think. I don't think there's like one massive moment that I can think of. I mean, it's all kind of a beautiful blur of blessing.
Love that.
And if I had to isolate one, I mean, I remember, and this was not even a moment that's mine. It was supporting Black Coffee at Madison Square Garden.
Oh.
And I was in awe of what, you know, a boy from Mthatha. I mean, there wasn't Camagu, an hour away. I know his mom. It's like, to think that a person with a gift to Umculo who's just been at it head down. And for me, Black Coffee kind of represents a person who's kind of just done the same thing, stuck in his lane, done it, obviously, you know, done it intentionally on different levels, but it's been like head down, repeat, move forward, head down, repeat, move forward.
Beautiful.
Which makes me think like 10 years, it's nothing. 10 years is literally like a blip in the road on the way to what do you really want to become, which is the question that I'm being asked now.
Yes.
And I think that whole like being authentic and being sentimental and all those things, it's nice when people frame it in a way that's like, oh, we can connect to her. But when I'm being authentically saying, this is nonsense, in fact,
Yes.
you know, as much as when I really say, you know, what I'm, especially because the space does a little bit of a, will shake you up so that you can show yourself to yourself. And when you start expressing what you see, it's not, you know, the authenticity comes back to bite me, you know.
I love that.
And I'm trying to make peace with that it's got a yin and a yang in the space, and I'm okay with it now.
I love that. And, you know, even just you saying that, you know, you're from Camagu, Black Coffee is from Mthatha, I'm from a Bolotoi. So even seeing you guys do this.
Just around the hill.
Sana.
Over the
hi,
donkey
neighbor.
pass.
Hi, neighbor. And Sana, you know, just talking about all of these beautiful moments that have just been a blessing of a blur all together.
Yeah.
One that I know will stick out for you is this Thursday, the 12th of December, when we come and celebrate you at the Sunbet Arena. Talk to us about Camagu in Symphony, 10 years of gratitude. What do we need to know about this show, and why is it so important for Msaki to do it?
You know, when something feels a split second away and a lifetime away at the same time, that's how I feel about the show every day. Because I think it's just marking a floor and a ceiling simultaneously. I'm sealing 10 years saying, what is the thing I'm looking back on and saying? And with everything that has been good and bad, difficult and easy,